Spirit was like, "You doing it today." I don't care if you go live. I don't care if you record it, but this message needs to come out today. It's been a long time coming. You've been putting it off, so I'm doing it. We're doing the A spread today. We're gonna use the Spiritual Awakening 52 Universal Laws Oracle cards. We're gonna use I believe this is the Spiritual Awakening. Um, these cards, I'll have the name in the description. I always put the names of the decks that I use in the description. We also are going to use the Cosmic Energy deck. And for tarot, we're using True Heart. If I need any clarifications during this, Spirit, lead me to the deck that you want me to use. And then I think we're going to get some of these astrology, cosmic parenting cards just to kind of get some of the astrology out of it. We're going to do an A spread. I don't know if I said that or not. But yeah, we're going to get started with the Spiritual Awakening 52 Laws. Since this has been sitting so long, I'm going to do a shuffle because we reintroducing, we're putting in new energy. But splitting the deck from how they were sitting, I got a law of secondary causation and the law of forgiveness. So we're going to shuffle to get some new energy, current energy, present energy. Because like I said, these cards have been sitting for a few weeks because I was called to do it earlier. The law of divinity, the law of divine will. One more shuffle. I'm going to shuffle the rest of the deck just so I don't take up that time when we get into the reading. All right, we back at it. We're going to do an A spread. Spirit don't want no overall message with this one, so we're going to go straight in with the advice. What's the advice for the tribe on their spiritual awakening, their transformative? The law of love. Your heart knows no bounds. The law of habit. Ignite your creativity with a pattern. Interrupt. At the very back of the deck, the law of giving and receiving. Give away a material belonging you love to someone. That's a message for somebody, but Spirit don't want it because they want it to actually come out. Advice. Certain cards I'm going to be called to read but not keep out on the table. Advice. Law of abundance. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. And they got diamonds falling out the sky. Excuse me. That throat chakra tickle is giving me that somebody needs to understand that you just need to ask. You just need to ask the universe. You just need to ask spirit. You just need to ask your ancestors. You just need to ask God, divine source energy, whatever you call your higher power. You just need to ask. and you shall receive. Is really bringing me to a short that I just did. The law of abundance. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. The diamonds falling from the sky, the sun just beaming in the background, and oh, it's even diamonds. Look at the card. It's got palm trees. It's like being in different worlds. You can be, thank you, Spirit, you can be in ruins and in paradise at the same time. This gives me the energy of your physical 3D life is that of one where your surroundings would have you believe that you're in lack, but you're rich in soul because you're still whimsical, you're still playful, you're connected with your inner child, you're doing this work. The shadow work has been done. You've done a round or two of that. So you acknowledge that there is quote unquote bad, evil, but you make intentional efforts and intentional actions to look towards the good things, quote unquote, to look towards the small things, the things that make you happy. There's nothing wrong with wanting riches, is what I'm hearing. The law of habit came right back out. Ignite your creativity with a pattern interrupt. So switch up your routine is what I'm getting. Switch up your routine to help you even bring in more of that prosperous nature. It feels like if you create something, you'll get that fulfillment. Thank you, Spirit. The law of action. Yeah, doing something. Get out of your comfort zone and take bold action today. Like your hobby could turn into a side hustle. Like, no doubt. Also, it's giving me focus less on the things that you don't want and focus more on the things that you want. So your physical 3D life right now may be in shambles, in the slums, in disarray, in destruction, in dismay, in ruins. Thank you, Spirit. It may be in ruins, but that's not that's not where you truly are. Is what the Spirit trying to let me know. It's really giving me like the joy of living in the hood. You don't realize that you lived in the hood and that you was broke until you branch out into the real world. If you were raised with love, if you was raised in a household where things didn't um things like material things didn't outweigh the experiences and the memories that were made. With this law of habit, I feel like it's giving me the energy of get out on the town. Somebody that's a homebody doesn't really go out and is afraid to be seen with even with the moon shining bright behind her. Like you want to be elusive, you want to be hidden, but with with all this, the pyramids in the back, the cityscape, is giving me seven wonders of the world kind of thing. You're the eighth. Thank you, Spirit. You're the eighth wonder of the world. And this is like each individual person. Like, if you get it, you get it. So it's more or less like step out of that comfort zone of, you know, being reclusive. Yeah, walk through the door. Path the wolf, the path finder, the path seeker, the great navigator. Thank you, Spirit. Also with the crescent moon energy in the back. So it's like walk through, walk through your portal, walk through your threshold with boldness, with confidence. with, dare I say, a little arrogance, because you're one of the eighth wonders of the world. Like, get out there. This feels like a person who is scared to be seen, but it's in your calling to be seen. Let's get some caution, a caution message. I should have tried caution in this time. The law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. The law of dharma. Transform your pain into purpose. So yeah, it was what I was speaking to before. That side hustle could definitely be what brings you to that financial security that you're looking for. What brings you to, that blooming era that you're looking for, the soft girl era, royalty era that you're striving for. The law of dharma. Transform your pain into purpose. This giving me the strength card energy. So yeah, like narrate the story differently. Speak on what you learned from that pain versus with the pain being afflicted upon you. That's too much, spirit. That's too much, spirit. The law of truth. Love unconditionally and create healthy boundaries. The law of vibration. Practice the art of not knowing and start flowing. The law of giving and receiving, showing up again. Give away a material belonging you love to someone. I just want one with this spirit team of transformative light. Purple transformative light. I just want one spirit team of purple transformative light. Thank you, spirit. The law of immortality. Time is only the essence of your full expression. Yeah. Caution, thinking you're running out of time. I'm hearing future. Gotta be in a rush. I can't be running out of time. You're not running out of time. Your soul is immortal. Your physical body is what is um limited by time. Your mind is what's limited by time. We got another portal, another threshold, another gateway, another stargate is what I'm hearing. Thank you, spirit, with the sun behind it as well. And then it's bringing me pink clouds. It's showing me the album cover of Pink Clouds. I cannot remember the artist's name, but it should be easy to find because the album is called Pink Clouds, and he's in pink on there, but it's animated. Um, I put it in the comments, the pinned comments, but it says the law of immortality. Time is only the essence of your full expression. I already read that, so spirit must wanted that to sink in for somebody. I feel like you have orbs around you right now. There's definitely a sense of, if only you would understand that the shadow is your way through. This feels like someone who is attempting to elude shadow work but wanting to ascend. Someone who is kind of anchored in the 3D world and the mind, where it's time to kind of use your imagination, like it's saying in the advice. Use your imagination, use your creativity, use, those um, things that your inner child is alluding you to use in this time. You're not running out of time. Caution, thinking that you're running out of time and just giving up on it because you feel as if you're too old, or you feel as if you won't make it to this supposed finish line. The law of pure potential at the bottom of the deck. Open your mind to all possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. Yeah, you're not running out of time. And know that it's already yours. So you're not chasing anything, you're attracting it. Heart chakra work. Open up your heart chakra. Be open, bloom like a flower. We had lotuses back in the advice column, and now we have um, roses blooming here in the caution column. And it's bringing me to columns, even though I'm not laying it out in the way of columns. So, columns, pillars, uh, foundation work. Okay, yeah, your caution message is be mindful of not understanding that shadow work is one of the pillars to ascension. The law of truth at the bottom of the deck. Love unconditionally and create healthy boundaries. Yeah, everybody is not allowed access. Yeah, you ooh, spirit said you're too open in the wrong areas. You're open without discernment. Thank you, spirit. You're open without discernment. Everybody doesn't deserve this open portal gateway, threshold transition. Some people you gotta lock out. Some things you have to lock out. Create healthy boundaries. I'm feeling like do it with love, not out of spite. Thank you, spirit. All right, let's move on to encouragement. The encouragement message. Encouragement message for the tribe. This is sticking. This is sticking. It won't to be seen. The law of divine will making its second appearance. Stop waiting for a sign. The universe responds to your beliefs. Freaking exactly. Yeah, it's already yours. If you don't believe it, and you don't believe that it's worthy, that you're worthy of it, the spirit in the universe gonna hold it back from you because you don't believe it's yours. You're believing in man and in the physical matter when that's only the tip of the iceberg, baby. Spirit, what's the encouragement message? One, please. Spirit team of purple transformative light. They popped out more. The law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. The law of divinity within you is the same source that created the entire universe. Walk through, go through it. You got to go through it to get to it. The law of truth, love unconditionally and create healthy boundaries. But I just want one. Spirit team of transformative purple light. Just one. Just one, please, on the encouragement. Just one. One for the encouragement message. The law of relativity. You are divinely protected. Live your truth. The moon in the background of this. Pillars in this as well. The law of reciprocity. Give without expectation. Give without expecting anything in return. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's what a lot of people say. Equal reciprocity, equal reciprocity. That's not the law of reciprocity. The law of reciprocity is giving without expecting anything in return. But that's not one of the cards that's going to stay out. But that's what you're encouraged to do. Give of yourself, be a little bit more vulnerable. At the bottom of the deck, the law of cosmic creation. Your thoughts will echo your eternity. You are divinely protected. Live your truth. Time is only of the essence for your full expression. Full expression. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. The law of cosmic creation. Your thoughts will echo into eternity. It's pretty much the law of oneness. Release the need to make anyone wrong and unify with your truth. So it's basically, if I'm hearing, I'm hearing Meg, bitch, your time's up. But that's more or less on time is up for this way of thinking that you continue to uh, dwell in. It's not woe is me. It is calling your power back. It is utilizing your creativity, your inner child, embarking on that shadow work, not being scared of it because you have to go through it to get to it. You can't create heaven on earth. So everything else is just an excuse in a distraction from what it is you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. Prince of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Not only are you being proposed to by spirit to come on this journey, ups, downs, highs, lows, but you should propose to yourself what would be the alternative to not embarking on this journey or continuing on, because it feels like somebody who wants to stop. It feels like people that are new to it want to stop. It feels like people who are interested haven't had a tower moment to catapult them into it. But what I would say is do it voluntarily, because you don't want life to make you do it. It could be worse. It's going to be way worse if you are drugged versus if you voluntarily go into it. And as much as you may want to believe that you could start and just go back, once you know something, you won't know it. Once you've opened up that channel, your soul is not going to let you rest without you going through it, because you got to go through it to get through it. Let's get a message for the advice column. The law of abundance. Open your mind to your prosperous nature, spirit team. What does the tribe need to know in regards to that? What? Empress and partnership. You are the creator. Co-create with the divine. This partnership, and then this advice column. Lotuses. This is the second time lotuses just came up. There's lotuses and lily pads in that pond, in that infinity pool, whatever it is, the fountain, the water leading up to the palace. And then with the empress here, this empress is impregnant. So this is giving me the virgin and not the maiden or the crone. She's not old enough to be the crone. So this is definitely like partnership with the divine versus a physical man, getting married to yourself in a sense, male or female, getting married to yourself. I feel like that's why what card was that? I don't freaking forgot. Oh, the Prince of Cups came out when I was just talking about. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Again, giving without expectation of anything in return. The law of reciprocity, because it's about transformation. It's about learning something. Six of Cups also is the inner child card to me as well. It's also like, little you for real, like the past things that happen. But this is a uplifting message. So I'm gonna say to that, anything that happened traumatic back in your childhood, transmute that story. Transmute that story in whatever way you can, in the best way that you can. Doing your shadow work will have you find some acceptance and accountability in the situation in order to be able to transmute the story, transmute the narrative. At the very back of the deck, we got the Fool card. Yeah, start anew, start anew, start anew. This is prosperous too, is what I heard from Spirit. Like, this is prosperity too. Look up the definition of prosperity. Just being free. More, I'm getting more whimsical, more than coins. It's about what you create. It's about how you partner in relationships, how um you exchange emotions. Yeah. Yeah. Are you defensive or are you protective of yourself? Are these healthy boundaries, or are you just is this a healthy boundary that you're setting with this Seven of Wands, or is it more of, revenge and spitefulness, like I said before? All right, Spirit team, we're moving on to the caution, law of immortality. Time is only the essence. Time is only of the essence of your full expression. Why is this the caution message, Spirit team? It was something that's what's poking out. Three of Wands. It's like you waiting on somebody else to come save you. You waiting on somebody else to come save you from your beliefs, from your mental fog, from your disbelief that you are worthy of the Ten of Cups. You waiting for somebody to come do the work for you. What else? Current, current energy. Thank you, Spirit. Current energy, the Hermit, the Sage, the Dark Night of the Soul, the 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 Shadow Worker, the Sage. This is, yeah. Currently, you're trying to run away from it, but creating mental distress for yourself. You're painting yourself as the victim when all the while you're holding on, not physically with your hands, but with your thoughts, your antennae, with the hair. Like, you're holding on to these swords instead of letting go, instead of letting your hair down. What card? I think that was at the bottom of the deck too. Yeah, the cityscape and the pyramids and um yeah, that was that. I cannot remember the name of the card, but yeah, that was definitely there. Like, let your hair loose, let your hair down, have fun, get out there with it, and go through. You got to go through it to get through it. Even there, the wounded warrior, Nine of Wands. Like, it's like you already fighting. You already fighting. So why not fight for the betterment of you? Why not fight for the mastery of oneself, the regulation of one's own emotions, so that you're less reactive and fearful, so that you finally let go of the beliefs of fear, the fear of success, the fear of the unknown. The fear of what lies beneath is what I heard. Yeah. Are you going to ascend? Are you going to evolve? Are you going to transform? Are you going to transmute? Like, are you going to what is it that you're going to do? You going to stand there waiting? Are you going to go do seek the answers from within? Crescent moon again. Tower, yeah. Or are you gonna get drugged? Or are you gonna get drugged? You gonna let this shit surprise you, or are you gonna go willingly? Star at the back of the deck. Are you gonna go willingly, or are you gonna get drugged? I feel like you should go willingly and just pour out your sorrows, pour it all out, pour it all out, pour it all out. I'm here all cried out. They're still playing the lyrics. But the something was so noisy that you could not hear me cry. Like, yeah, fuck. Nobody else needs to hear you cry. Cry alone. You wanting someone else to hear you cry is that victim mentality. No, go at it alone. I know I'm saying this stuff to y'all out of hindsight, but the forgiveness is for you. That don't mean you have to be back around nobody, or you know acknowledge to them that you forgave them, or none of that, but lighten your heart, open your heart chakra. Yeah, feel into yourself, pour out the toxic poison, pour out the soda is what I'm hearing. Pour out the drinks that are not hydrating you, that are not helping you grow. And this is not actual drinks. Like, it could be actual drinks, but we're talking spiritual here. We're talking, metaphysical, metaphorical here. Pour them out. And then when you fill your cup back up, only give from the overflow. Only give from the overflow. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. But most importantly, this spirit is saying this shadow work is giving you the opportunity to get a whole new cup. You can discard the cup you got. You're going to get a new, better, bigger cup. And it's going to be overflowing abundantly. You gotta tap into you. Ten of Wands, yeah. You gotta lay your burdens down, work through them, sort them out. All right, spirit team, for real this time, we gotta move on to the encouragement column, the law of relativity. You are divinely protected. Live your truth. What we got? Yeah. Celebrate, damn it. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. And it's not a lie. It's not fuckery. See the wolves, the foxes, the wolves, whatever. These are foxes, but we had a wolf or fox looking thing coming through the threshold beforehand. It doesn't always mean deceit. Sometimes it's just being clever. Sometimes it's knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them. Sometimes it's moving in silence. Sometimes it's not letting everybody know your business. Sometimes it's, like I said, moving in silence to where you're not telling everybody your plans so that no one can take them from you, or sow seeds of doubt into them, or speak negatively towards them, or have any interference between you and the universe in regards to what it is that you're asking for, because you're living in your truth and trust that you're divinely protected. It ain't always being deceitful. Sometimes it ain't no. It's not everybody business. And then when you look deeper and you research deeper into the Seven of Swords, the story of the card, the young man on the Rider Waite is gathering up the enemy's swords because they don't know want to fight no more. Thank you, spirits. Bring him up because sometimes when I get this card, depending on the deck, depending on the situation, I hear Tina Turner. Uh, don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really wanna fight no more. 'Cause it's time for letting go. Yeah, I'm giving up the fight. I don't give a fuck who right. I don't give a fuck who wrong. I don't give a fuck who did what. And it's pertaining to trauma, past childhood stuff. Who did you wrong? We're not playing the victim no more. So if we're not playing the victim no more, we don't give a fuck who's wrong or right. We moving forward. We taking these swords. We taking back our mental power and getting the fuck on. We're being as clever as a fox and creating our escape plan because we up out of there. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. It's a lot coming through. Yeah, King of Swords. Like you're no more letting you're more no more allowing people to be out here having you playing mental gymnastics. You stone cold in your mindset bag is what I'm hearing. I'm actually hearing Usher Stone Cold Freak, but that's neither here nor there. Why that's coming through, that could be that could be something for somebody, but you like it's still giving me the information, the energy of stonewalling, like understanding what's perfect for you. Thank you. That's why the song came up for in this in this that's why the song came up with this. It's about mastering your discernment, knowing what's perfect for you for whatever reason is perfect for you for, and sitting in that truth, sword down, not fighting about shit. He's not fighting nobody. He's there relaxed in a motherfucker. Sword down, stance widened, relaxed. I'm not getting up unless you come within my healthy boundary that I've been set. Because you already don't have access. So I don't need to move until you get close enough for me to do what it is that I need to do. Because I'm going to do this shit with the least amount of mental effort and physical effort. You got to bring it to me. So at this point, celebrate, G. You are protected. You are protected. That's too. So build your mental fortitude and stop worrying about people projecting that you're being deceitful on to your journey. You don't have to tell a motherfucker nothing. That's what one of the healthy boundaries should be, got to be for y'all, because the guilt that I feel about you wanting to celebrate the fact that you know you're divinely protected and what's already yours is yours, and the fact that you don't want to share anything with anybody anymore because you realize that people been, throwing salt in the game, you know, throwing obstacles in your way, knocking down your pillars and your foundation, and now you guilty because you're so used to explaining yourself that you feel guilty when someone asks you a question deliberately about what it is that you're doing, and you giving them vague answers, and somebody may even say something to you about how you don't tell them this and that anymore, and that's making you feel away. No, because they wasn't celebrating your wins anyway. They just wanted to know, to try to throw a monkey wrench in your shit. They were just monitoring spirits like these people in the background. This ain't the time for that. You're divinely protected. You don't need anybody attempting to infiltrate your barriers, especially being that you're currently running away from doing shadow work. So these people will still be able to trigger you and get you back to thinking like you were in the past and as a child. You, no, 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 no. Celebrate the fact that you are protected and you know you're protected. Make that one of your affirmations. Make this one of your affirmations. The law of relativity. You are divinely protected. Oh, it say divinely perfect. Oh, but you are protected too. Yeah, you're divinely perfect still. Celebrate that. Living your truth. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Doing the shadow work will confirm that for you. It will confirm that for you. It will confirm that for you. Thank you, Spirit. At the bottom of this deck, yeah, cleanse. Cleanse. Cleanse your mind and spirit. Remove negative energy. Remove negative energy, negative people. Do what you need to do. Make your game plan. Make your exit plan. At the very back of the deck, release. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. Didn't I say earlier, lay your burdens down when that Ten of Wands came out? This ancestral. Yeah. Spirit says, stop praying. Stop fucking praying to me if you're not about to make no changes yourself. Because you praying to me and then going and doing the shit you doing is basically just putting roadblocks in the way of what the fuck you asked me for. So I don't want to hear no more prayers from you until you actually do some inner work on yourself. Till you actually partner with me in the divine to be the co-creator that you know you are, that you envision yourself to be. Stop fucking praying. Stop wishing. Stop begging. Command. And know that you're worthy of what you command towards yourself. The savior is you. Thank you, Spirit. Discovery. Discover that through shadow work. Shadow work is discovery. Get that shit done. Understanding. Is the key to deep connections. Yeah, understanding yourself is gonna be the all access to co-creating with the divine. Because you're gonna know you're worthy of it. Because you're gonna know you. I'm hearing JC figured out me, you gonna know you. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell you a motherfucking thing about you and who you are and what you're capable of. Keep on it. Full moon again. The blood moon must be prevalent for some reason. We got awareness and blessings. Awareness, yeah. Open up that third eye. Become self-aware by doing that shadow work. Blessings will rain down, are going to rain down. You don't have to wait on nothing. You know, the universe waiting on you. Is what I heard Spirit say. Yeah. Hope. Don't get bogged down into hope either. Like, because hoping is just like begging and praying and all that stuff. Like, don't hope. No. No. Know that this transformation is going to bring you your heart's desire and being decisive about it. Miracles, yes. Miracles will happen. Miracles do happen every freaking day you wake up. That's a miracle, my nigga. How many people haven't? Like, let's get some more, Spirit. Yeah, you're not nurturing yourself. And prosperity came out in reverse too. So this feels like somebody who does not feel good about themselves unless they have a particular amount of money, unless they're able to go out on the town, splurge, do these, keep up with the Joneses kind of energy is what I'm feeling with this. You burning the candle at both ends, running on fumes, no self care, you eating poorly, you freaking thinking poorly, you talking to yourself poorly, you just, you're not nurturing at all. I'm hearing remothering and mother yourself. So, yeah, all these butterflies, this is about transformation. This is about transformation. I was called to use this deck for a specific reason. Your advice is the law of abundance. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. Nature versus nurture is what I just heard with that. Like, nurture came out in reverse, prosperity came out in reverse. Because I feel like you're too scared. You're waiting for someone to come save you when they're not. No one's coming to save you. You are the savior for yourself. Nurture yourself and parent yourself. Parent your inner child how you want it to be parented. Bottom of the deck, bravery. Yeah, it's going to take some courage. It takes courage to make the shift. It takes courage to think outside of the hive mind. It takes courage to embark into shadow work. It takes courage to look in the mirror and dredge up all the things that you don't like about yourself and accept them. Those things that bring you shame, guilt, despair, to a lack mindset, to dredge all that up and say either you accept it or it's not true. It's projection. It takes bravery. But happiness is not a constant. Happiness is within every choice you make. Happiness comes with setting the intention to be happy. It's not going to magically come with a specific number in the bank. It's not going to magically come with your dream house. It's not going to magically come with your dream car. It's not going to magically come with all of the things. Because you can have all of that shit and still be a piss poor, sad individual, miserable individual on the inside because you never did your fucking shadow work. What else? Compassion. Yeah. Start with having some compassion for yourself. Stop talking to yourself like shit. And commit to growth. Devote yourself to growth. Like you devote yourself to your religion, like you devote yourself to trying to keep up with the Joneses, like you devote yourself to trying to make a specific dollar amount, like you devote yourself to trying to maintain your social status. Devote yourself to growth, devote yourself to self-mastery. The same way you pour into all of that, pour into you. Because you pouring into a whole bunch of external shit that's not going to fix you because you don't need to be fixed. That's not going to make you happy consistently because there's no such thing as a utopia. There is up and down, good and bad, evil and pureness. It's the law of polarity. Communication. Yeah. That's definitely something you need to work on with the Two of Cups. The way that you communicate with others, the way that you communicate with yourself, the way that you communicate with the universe, God, whatever you seek is your higher power. Like your communication is off. It feels like somebody who's indecisive. It feels like somebody who says one thing but actually feels and believes another. You're not even communicating with yourself effectively. How do you intend to manifest? You haven't even done the shadow work to know that there's something that you truly want. One more round. Thank you, Spirit. Release. Came right back. Yeah. Release the bullshit. Stand on your universal wisdom. Tap into your universal wisdom. Tap into the universal wisdom because all is one. Peace. I should end it there, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna end it there. We still got one more card. But peace. Like that inner peace comes with accepting everything about yourself. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. The things that nobody likes. The things that you don't even like. Accept it. Acceptance brings peace. A regulated nervous system brings peace. Not being reactive brings peace. Doing that which you love to do brings peace. Standing on business when you need to brings peace. Not seeking external validation brings peace. Going within brings peace. Come on, y'all. We're not gonna keep acting like we don't know. We don't have to keep fighting each other or ourselves. Let's get a closing message for the tribe spirit. Just some closing messages for the tribe. Oh, yeah, no, we're not taking all of that. We'll take these cards that flipped over. At the bottom of the deck, invite playful energy. Number 28. Take some time off. Take off some of the pressure with playful energy. Intuition does not thrive in a super stressed or super controlling atmosphere. Release, relax, and make room for fun, humor, improvisation, and lightened, lighthearted creativity to boost your sixth sensory power now. Invite your inner child out to play. Encourage playfulness in others. Baby. Number 28. Number 53. Support your physical body. The current state of your physical self care significantly affects the current state of your intuitive abilities. Whether your health is robust, you're recovering from an injury, or you're managing a chronic condition, be a protective steward of the vessel that houses your sixth sense. Your body requests more support or attention now. Number 53. I said something about I said something about I said something about that with that Ace of Cups that came out. Number 22, rise above for eagle perspective. The eagle animal messenger invites you above the treetops. Oh, with that growth that came out, and it's a tree out here too, above the treetops, so you can see the whole expansive forest. Create healthy distance from a person, group, issue, opinion, stance, emotion, or situation by viewing the broader perspective, while gliding on the broad wingspan of the eagle. Enhance your intuition by contemplating the entire landscape in multiple perspectives. Which shadow work will do. I believe I alluded to that earlier in the message as well. Yes, bringing me to the awareness card. Being aware that there's multiple perspectives. They told me to read the compassion card. Embrace others' differences, accept your own imperfections. Yeah. Unleash your imagination. You may be limiting your intuition by limiting your imagination. Expand your idea of what's possible now in your life and in your world and in the world while staying grounded, surrendered, and flexible. Unleash your imagination in general by indulging in fun, creative hobby, by indulging in a fun creative hobby. Daydreams lead to real life manifestation. Number 34. Okay, Spirit want me to use these to kind of get some astrology on there, and then we're gonna close it out, tribe. Hey, it's been real. I really loved this. Hopefully someone got something from it. Hopefully it hit home for somebody. Hopefully a thought-provoking idea came in. It could be a Sagittarius sun, Scorpio sun, Venus in Aquarius. Or these may be places to look in your chart. Houses, planets, zodiacs. Leo rising, Venus in Cancer, Mercury in Sagittarius. So Sag and Venus are leading the pack right now. Mercury in Leo, Mercury in Taurus, Venus in Cancer, Taurus rising. That's the last round. Scorpio sun, Mars in Aquarius, Gemini moon, Mercury in Scorpio, and Mars in Scorpio. All right, tribe, I'm gonna leave it there. Know that I love y'all. Don't give up. Don't stop. Change the narrative because you are the author of your story. Learn from your pain. Turn your pain into profit, pleasure, purpose, prosperity, all of the peas, all of the good peas. I'm hearing the Princess P from Word. That's not Word World. Princess P, the carrots and peas, peas and carrots, carrots and peas. That could have something to do with your diet. But yeah, check. All right, tribe. We're gonna close this out. I'm gonna leave it there. Again, hopefully something resonated for you all. Oh, they want an angel number stick. Triple ones, intuition. Take a walk around the block, dance in the living room, or do some simple stretches. Sometimes answers come when you get out of your head and into your body. Triple nines, release. Fear holds no power over you. Release your fear thought. Release your fear through mindful breathing. On your exhale, imagine expelling fear from your body. 444, protection. The universe will always correct your path if you get lost. Have you noticed any signs or blessings from the universe recently? Write them out and carry the note in your wallet. 777, luck. Find a small talisman to keep in your pocket. Remember its presence in tough moments. A good luck, a good luck charm is a secret weapon. Yeah, somebody lurking too. Definitely. The pen. Oh, intuition again. So we got two intuitions. Cool. The pen can reveal our inner secrets to ourselves. Grab a writing utensil and write in a stream of consciousness for 5 straight minutes. See what's revealed. Ooh, that can help with shadow work as well. All right, tribe, I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, know that I love y'all. Peace. If you don't want to see this, just fast forward through if I leave it in.